Hello and welcome back. This is Paolo, and this is a summary or a very important interview that I had today on conversation in artificial intelligence. So we took a look at non-digital first companies, which is basically the 99% of the companies out there in the world. And we wanted to learn how artificial intelligence is being used in some other industries besides, the startup from Silicon Valley, the big tech giants from Silicon Valley, such as, the Google, the Amazon of the world, and so on and so forth. And what we did is we interviewed with the Sid Gathak, who is the leader at a boutique technology and strategy consulting company in the field of predictive analytics and machine learning. So we looked at two things, and these are really applications that I think is going to be very interesting for a lot of you to take a look. The first thing is these non-digital first companies, so let's call them the traditional companies. They sit on a very large amount of data about their customers, about their equipment. And if you look at things like the manufacturing and particularly the car industry, now they have access to a lot of data. And for example, they created new products out of this data, such as products that allow users to monetize better the asset over time. So if you are a responsible driver and you are somebody that can, demonstrate that you drove the car much better than somebody else, maybe after 4 years, your car is worth more than the car of somebody else. And you can use this to negotiate a better deal to resell the car or negotiate a better deal with the insurance. And so we discussed how companies in specific industries are leveraging data to create products that serve the consumers in a different way, or that help them differentiate their product offering in the marketplace in a way such was not possible before these data were available. So that was a very good point of the interview. I think it was something that I'm particularly passionate about, and I think you should take a look at this interview. If you're interested, please subscribe to the channel, and when the interview is published, you're gonna know about it. The second area of the interview was about what has changed in traditional industries before and after the adoption of deep learning. And here is where we found a number of interesting viewpoints that Sid came up with. So one thing that he believed strongly is that it's not just deep learning that is having an impact on traditional companies, but it is really the combination of the lower costs in data storage, the higher availability of computation, and also some of the newer technologies available. And he made a few examples on traditional industries leveraging the deep learning of the world, if you like, on these new technologies. He alluded that the insurance industry, where fraud detection is being pursued much more vigorously because it's possible now to look at different type of data set and also look in time to much longer time series. Then he made the example of the finance industry and the trading, where traders are using video analytics to find out what is being said in news and so on, and trade accordingly by like looking at what's happening in the news and so on. So that's something that we all know, but I think the biggest teaching of this part of the interview is when he comes out with the concept of data refinery. So basically, it's like in the oil industry, we had before the kind of the billionaire created out of being able to transform the oil into really fuel for our cars or for other industrial uses. He says the same is happening in data. What's really the innovation is playing a role is the enablement of the data refinery that becomes much deeper. It can look at much more data. It can do it real time, and it can generate insights and making decisions in time of flight. So this was the content of the interview. I hope it's something interesting. It was pretty interesting for me. So if you want to watch it, please subscribe to the channel. And for the time being, thank you so much. And I look forward meeting you again on another episode of Conversation in Artificial Intelligence. Bye-bye.